Hey guys, Rivet here. Welcome back to another episode of Cube World. Everyone's enjoying themselves today. Happy Monday. I hope you guys had a great weekend, that things went well, that you did the things you wanted to do, got a lot of things accomplished that you wanted to do. I didn't do squat. I worked. I accomplished a lot. Actually, I had a lot of fun outside of work, obviously. Way more work was fine. It wasn't terribly busy. So, I mean, I had a lot of, busy work to do, which is fine. I don't mind doing that stuff. It keeps me preoccupied and keeps me out of trouble. For the most part, it's just mindless stuff. It allows me to listen to some podcasts in the background while I'm working and doing stuff, and it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. But yeah, after I got done, it was hanging out with the gang and playing some Deep Rock Galactic. No recording this weekend at all. I didn't record anything until right now. This is the first thing I've done since Friday or Thursday. Don't remember which. It's been a long little bit, and it's been good. Needed a break, just needed to, I got the new work schedule. And so I didn't want to kind of tax myself too much, because right now is my Thursday. So Monday is my Friday. So I'm going to have this done, hopefully get some Days Gone done. And then I have no idea what I'm doing for Tuesday's video or anything as of yet, because I don't really care at this stage. Could be some VODs, some stuff that I have that I've got 60 some odd videos to still post from when I was doing Twitch, and there's a bunch of them that are just extra videos that I was working on for potential series and never really went through with. Some of them are fun, so it's kind of like, do I do it? Do I just say, fuck it? Don't post anything other than the Cube World in my Days Gone, maybe? Or, I don't know. I will see how I feel when I am done this. So if you see Days Gone this evening, great. If you don't, great. There's still going to be content. But everything is good. I'm in a good headspace. I'm just, like I said, taking a couple of days. It's it. It's nothing major. And it's not because I wanted to take the time off. It's just because of the fact that I'm working. I mean, it's, I work a full 40-hour work week plus. My bicycling, my exercise, and everything else that I do. Don't have a whole lot of free time some days. So, and I do end up getting really tired about Wednesday-ish of, the work routine. So, I mean, it's fine. I don't want to go that way. I want to go that way. Okay. I'm just trying to follow the lay of the land, and it's taking me the wrong fucking direction. I did mention in the last episode that I was going to sit on the fence and decide what I was going to do about the Steam Deck. And if you follow me on Twitter or then you would have noticed that I did the pre-purchase. I got the, I forked over the $5 and change, and I put down my money on the mid-tier one. After I looked at everything, it was one that made the most amount of sense to me personally. I did not, and I still don't like the inclusion of eMMC memory. It is very fucking slow memory. I'm not too sure how well it's going to work with everything here. SD cards are not terribly fast, so I'm not too sure how the Steam Deck is going to handle that. Now, my understanding is that the Steam Deck, all versions of it, has an M.2 slot for putting in an SSD, like an M.2 SSD. But it may be a bit of a pain to get to. So I was like, I'm just not going to chance it. And plus, I'm really curious to how the eMMC memory is attached. Like, a lot of times it's kind of soldered on, so I'm like, ugh. So I just decided against that version. And that was it. So it's 660. So I got the mid-tier one with 256 gigs of an NVMe SSD. And again, if it's upgradable, I may put a terabyte in it down the road. We'll see. Again, I'm not too sure if they're going to change things or if it's just going to be, regular versions of the games. I don't know if they're going to try to get, I have no idea. Like, I don't think that there's any way to make, Steam Deck versions of the games. Who knows? They may. But I don't really think I'm going to be using it to play a lot of like really aggressive AAA titles anyway. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna throw Red Dead on there just because it's gonna be fun to see if I can, ride around as a cowboy on a mobile device. I did it on my laptop, but oh my god, but that bloody fucking game is massive. It's like 120 gigs all by itself. It's stupid to have a game that large, especially if you only want the online component. It's just, oh god, Rockstar just makes bloated fucking games for no good reason. Even Call of Duty, those are just way too big for their own good. I honestly, I have a bunch of games that I would like to try on it. I'm looking at it for more of the handheld RPGs and the ARPGs type of thing. Some of the little platform games that I've got. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that I think would be kind of fun. Not gonna lie, Left 4 Dead would be a hoot in that. I zombie hunting, all good. Now they mentioned that it is going to be a full-fledged PC, so I can put in my own operating system if I want to stick with Chrome OS, which is on Arc. It's a Linux Arc or Arch or Arc. I don't remember how you pronounce it, but it's a Linux distribution, and it's Chrome OS 3. So it's going to be, it's going to be a version of Linux with Proton skin on it or whatever it is to allow it to. Oh, like why was that dude getting the best of me? Because he was kicking my ass. Do I have much to do here? I've got that. No, I don't know if I have anything left to do. I'm not too sure. Well, let's hop on. I can't hop on my. There we go. Now we can. That I was like, I'm trying to figure out. It's like every now and again you'll run across a boss or a character or critter that's just way stronger than it should be, and I was thinking that was it, and it wasn't. It's just me not paying attention to the boundaries and all that, and that's fine. Since I've purchased or put down my deposit for pre-order for it. A lot of people had problems with it. Steam crashed for a lot of folks. I had a multitude of issues getting the order in. I put it in, got something wrong. It took me about 3 minutes to get it. I did get it in the first wave, so I'm very happy. The PayPal went through, and then at one point it said that my my account was too new, and that I had to wait for 48 hours or something like that before I could place an order. I was like. And this was after I'd already placed the order, so yeah, I knew the servers were getting just hammered. As per usual, scalpers have made their appearance on eBay, selling the wares, selling their pre-orders, which is like, how do you fucking sell a pre-order for a thing that isn't even out yet? And thankfully, eBay has stepped in and done what is, within their rights to do. They have a policy for pre-ordered items that you can't sell it unless it's within 30 days of the item coming out. And since this is not going to be out until December, it's well past that. So they have canceled all the eBay listings showing the pre-orders, which is good. Apparently, Valve has put out more rounds of the pre-orders that are out there, but people that are getting them now are showing dates of quarter 3, 2022. So, late next year. So, some of the hints is that in a matter of, I think it was 2 or 3 hours, they had the pre-orders for it had hit well over 100,000, which is pretty slick. I was nervous that the hoopla for it was going to be, oh god, not another one. It was like that for a lot of folks. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I know for me that this is something that I have dreamed about for decades. Ever since I saw the first Game Boy, and we had a mobile gaming device. I hated the first Game Boys because they looked like hot garbage. It was just black and white. The cartridges were shitty. Nintendo sold them very expensive. Game Gear kind of came close for a little bit, and then the PSP and the Vita. And my issue has been and always will be with all those consoles is that the development was separate. It was a brand new architecture, everything in it was brand new, so they had to develop everything in it from scratch. And that's where you run into problems, because again, it's like none of them, well, nothing but Nintendo seemed to stick around, and that's disheartening. And that's the other part of it. It's like, why invest all the money into these consoles if nothing is ever going to get happening with it? I've owned the PSP and the Vita. I still have my PSP, my Vita here. I have 3 or 4 games for it that I enjoy. I mean, I played it. I got it mostly so I could have for a trip when I moved to Montreal. It was the entire reasoning for picking that thing up. And I'm still glad I did, because it got me through that trip. I played Final Fantasy XX2 on the PSP, and then, on the Vita, and then the other one was the Uncharted one, and it's apparently the only version that's on that. And I've got the God of War game on there as well. I think there was another one, I can't remember, but yeah, I mean, it's a good little system for what it is. But like I mentioned, it is just that. Like, I couldn't buy a PlayStation game and just play it on it. Now, they did have some of the older games that were available on it, and that was kind of fun. But again, I'm a PC gamer, and I've always wanted to have more PC games at my fingertips. And I've done the whole handheld retro emulation things, and they're fun. That is a lot of sapphires in one little area. I'm very ecstatic. And again, they're great. They do what I want them to for emulations and things. They're still a little pricey for what you get. But it's fine. But the Steam Deck, yeah, it ticks a lot of boxes for me. I've wanted something like I've always thought, it's like, how can you put out a fucking laptop that can play video games, and you can't just dumb it down a little bit and make it just for, not super high-end video games from PC, I have no idea what would have to be done in the background of it, and I know there's a bunch of companies that have been doing it, making the little ones, and I try to remember the Moo something. I can't remember all of them. There's a whole bunch of them, and a bunch that got kickstarted, and they've made a lot of money, and products are kind of iffy, but this is the first time that we have one of the major players saying, hey, let's jump in and do something right. And from what I see, it looks like what I want. So, if anything, it's going to be a nice thing to own to help support what I think is an important part of gaming, especially PC gaming. I mean, I want companies to know that there are those of us out here that really, 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 really want to have mobile games that we can play that are not on another platform. Again, Xbox. If you put the Xbox Game Pass on it, now here comes the fun: it's a PC. I can install an operating system onto it. I can install Linux onto it. I can install Windows onto it, and then run those, and then run the Game Pass from there. And there's like, this is a regular, it's regular hardware. Like, it's not super, yes, it's a specific one that was made especially for this, but it's still based upon the Radeon, the Zen 2 processor, and it's got the same graphics in it that you have on the Xbox Series SX and the new 6700 series, or 6000 series from AMD. Mind you, it only has 8 cores compared to 40, I think, is on the 6700. So it's going to be considerably less. But again, it's going to be playing at 720p in essence, or 800p, because they're doing the 16:10, which I love that aspect ratio, by the way. As a content creator, it's one of my favorite aspect ratios. I used to have a monitor that was 16:10, and I had way more real estate on it for doing work. I loved it. Gaming on it was a little bit problematic when I'm trying to record for YouTube, because it would accept, at the time when I had it, it would accept 16:9. I didn't see anything for that ratio, and still don't think I have. I don't think that they accept it, but whatever. It's fine. It's all good. Where the hell am I even going? Okay. We're going to a new area. You're done. Shabam. Let's hop on. Let's just... I mean, did we do everything we could here? It looks done to me. And this looks like the next one over. I've tried to get over to it about a dozen times accidentally. Let's actually just do it and go. And where he is. Yeah, that's the thing right there. Maybe we'll find something. Okay. Yeah, so I could, in essence, install a browser and then play the Xbox Game Pass from that. And that could be kind of cool. I'll see. I will see. But I'm not really going to be high in the... I don't really care about modding it right now. I'm just going to be super stoked to have it. That's it. But again, I have to wait for months and months and months and get to save for it. And that's going to be the fun part, is putting aside the money. I've got, what is it? July, August, September, October, November, December. Yeah, 6 months. I'm going to throw $100 a month back out. Just put it into my account. And that's it. So, you know, that means, you know, it's just basically going to mean a little bit less Amazon, changing my phone plan to something that I can utilize, you know, things that'll end up saving money in the long run. So it's all going to be good. I'm excited. I'm stoked. So let's see what we got here. We should be just blue when we are. With our rain, so we can ride our little friend, which is great. I love having this from the start. Well, yeah. We're going to the lava because it's what I love. And again, sorry if you guys don't care for the Steam Deck and don't want to hear me rambling about it. I apologize, but you know, sorry not sorry. I'm stoked about the damn thing. To me, it's going to be a lot of fun. I am planning on doing some content with it as well, because I look at it this way: it's a PC. It has a USB-C port on it that you can hook up to a docking station. Valve said that they're going to sell a docking station, but if you have a USB-C, any docking station they said would work. Basically what that does is it converts the USB-C into a bunch of USB ports as well as HDMI ports. And most USB-C can support 4K 60. Now obviously this won't be able to do gaming at that, but you know, it'll be able to support it. But I'm not going to worry about that side of things. What I'm looking at is that I could plug it into a capture card and then the capture card into the PC type of thing through HDMI. And that's going to be kind of my jam. Let's do this real quick. So that's, yeah. So I could inevitably get some content out of this thing. It's kind of cool to play a game and record it while playing it in my hand. I don't know. It kind of ticks a few boxes for me. Let's do... Can I do any of these? Yes, thank you. I remembered I ran out of a lot of these before. I don't think I had any. So let's just, you know, boost it up. We'll talk about the week, what we got planned. I have Tuesday and Wednesday off this week, which I'm exceptionally excited for. No idea what I'm going to be gaming or if there's going to be much in the way of it. Like I said earlier, we will see how it goes. But I do have every intention of doing some other things. Tuesday looks like it's going to be a bit of a write-off, a rainy day as of now. But the weather's changed like every day. I look out for the week and it's like, oh, it's going to be cool and sunny. And then the next day, it's completely the opposite of what it was. You know, it's like 30 degrees and hot as balls. And I'm like, yeah, you can't even get that right, you bastards. So whatever. We will see how the week turns. Oh, I got some quests. What is his name? Bagel? There's a gentleman who has the Cube Mega mod. He's been working with Nietzsche. You know, just doing some content about it. And that's how I ended up learning more about how to play this mod pack. And he posted a video about what's going on with him, why he hasn't posted anything, and you know what happened with Nietzsche, why there's no updates. And apparently Nietzsche has taken a step back from social media and everything for a little bit, which is completely understandable. I understand that very well. So I'm not going to be harping about, and I haven't harped about asking when there's going to be any updates on the game. The mod packs, because when I look at a mod pack, that is a labor of love, and you have to be motivated to want to do something with it. And, if you're taking a break, I am 100% behind that. Take a break. Enjoy yourself. This is a phenomenal mod pack. I'm loving the fuck out of it. And when I get to level 1, episode 100 here, we're going to start 1.5.9. Or if there's another one out by then, I will play it. And if 1.6 or something comes out before 100 episodes, I might just start season 14 and just call it a season. Wouldn't be the first time that I've stopped a season before it ends. And if you're wondering how I do my seasons for Cube World, because they're kind of disjointed, in Alpha it was an easy thing, either 100 episodes or level 100. Simple. If I didn't get to level 100, we went to 100 episodes. And it worked out well. With this, it's kind of hard to discern which way to do it. So I see Treasure Spirit, and I'm not going to let this go. I took a beating, but it was worth it. Oh, baby. I tell you, this is why I love the lava. Lava is my friend. Even when the floor is lava, I enjoy the hell out of it. Yeah, so anyway, we will see how things go in the very near future. We're closing in on episode 90, if my memory serves. Aha! Which is amazing. Again, no idea where I'm going with anything with Cube World. Just enjoying it again. And for some unknown reason, this last weekend, I've actually started gaining subscribers again. I've actually gained 10 subscribers over the course of the past few days, which is pretty shocking considering I lost 15 right before. I don't know if it's people coming back or if it's just new folks, but if you are new to the channel, thank you very much for being here. I do appreciate that. I appreciate everybody being here, to be 100% honest. I am a huge person. Well, I'm not fat. I'm chubby, but I am very, 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 very thankful having everybody that shows up here for any reason at all, even if it's just to send me some spam. I get a lot of those. God, I have to purge so many stupid YouTube comments with just spam. It's just like a link for nothing. I'm like, why? Why? What do you get out of this, spam people? Why? And YouTube, why don't you fix your damn shit? I don't know. They're too busy trying to be TikTok. Yeah, I got a message that they, you can make clips now. I'm like, okay. Clips of your favorite moments. I'm like, it's called video editing software. If I wanted to clip it, I could just easily do it. I mean, what would it take for me to pull off a 60-second clip out of my video and just say, okay, here's a little trailer, guys? I don't know about you. And here's the thing. I'm going to put this question out to you guys. Do you want to see shorts? Do you watch them? I personally can't fucking stand them because they dilute my channel, my feed, and I see a bunch of these 60-second things that I don't want to watch. Most people that I watch are long craft creators, right? So we make long videos, and I personally prefer that. I'm like storytellers. I like people that can sit and keep me enraptured for up to a half hour, maybe an hour. There's some news things that I watch. So Level 1 Tech, I watch theirs. There's 3 a week, and they range anywhere between 30 minutes and an hour per episode, and there's 3 of them. And I just every week when they come out, it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, or Monday, Tuesday, Thursday nights. I just look at it's at midnight. I'm either watching Dangerously Funny, AJ Puzzle Ferret. Here's my nightly ritual. AJ Puzzle Ferret posts his stuff at 9 o'clock Eastern, so I will peruse those videos. His Deep Rock Galactic is amazing. Plague's Tale, I'm glad he's playing that and getting it going because I've been able to watch that and not have to play it myself. I was having too much problems playing it. It freaked me the fuck out in the middle of a pandemic. I was like, I applaud you, kind sir, for taking this on for us. And he's got a couple of other series that are kind of... There's a Dungeon Quest, a Dragon Quest thing. I haven't watched that one yet. But yeah, so anyway, I will watch some of his videos. And then I will watch Dangerously Funny if his videos are out. And then I will watch Level 1 Tech if they're out. And then if there's anything I miss throughout the day, I will watch those. And I enjoy it endlessly. And that is my evening before going to bed, because I will probably stay up till 2 or 3 every night. And then I pull out the Kindle, read for a bit. Usually get to bed somewhere between 3 and 4. And then up at between 7 and 9, depending on the day. Depending on how I feel. And then I start my day all over again. I start my morning watching whatever videos I missed overnight. Sometimes there's... I do watch a whole bunch of food channels from Asia. I am enamored by the food that they have out there. It's just so delightful for me. And some of them, like, there's no talking. It's just them looking at food and stuff, or watching people cooking at outside stalls. Like, I'm endlessly fascinated by that stuff. I'm letting you guys into the psyche behind my brain. So yeah, I watch those in the morning. That helps me wake up. Sometimes I'll nap on and off while doing it, and then get up, do my Red Dead, get my YouTube stuff ready for the day, and then just kind of chill out, review some news on the websites, do some communications, some comments if I remember. I'm bad at those now. I used to be really good at keeping up to date with all the comments, but not so much anymore, and I apologize for that. I do my best. It's every couple of days I will get back and do it. I used to respond right away, but I don't get the notifications from YouTube like I used to, and I'm not upset by it. It's fine. It can be. I'll answer you guys, and I respond to everybody, but whenever I get to it is where it's at now. Yeah, that's me. We're just going to do the grotto. I've been rambling. I can't believe that I found something to talk about other than the Steam Deck. I didn't think that was going to be possible. I have bored more than a few of my friends with it. None of my friends are getting it either. Which is, I'm like, I feel like the only geek kid, in our group some days. And then that's okay. I know that it's pricey for a lot of folks, and I think that's the biggest hurdle. And I think that's one of the things I've heard most often, people saying, "Oh, it's too expensive for a handheld console." And I'm like, okay, I'm looking at it as a handheld PC, but if that's what you want to think. And as a handheld PC, it's on point. The pricing is not too bad. Looking at what they've had to do, yeah, I'm pretty sure that Valve is not making a ton of money on this thing. If anything, it could be a bit of a loss leader just to get the hardware out there so that what I'm thinking, again, this is just my interpretation. I think what they're doing is they're putting this out there so that handheld PC gaming becomes a thing, and it gets more people involved and more companies involved. And the more people that are invested in it, and the more people that are doing it, then the more people that will have Steam accounts. And it's not a bad marketing idea. I don't see a downside to it. Again, I'm just tickled that they're fucking doing it. Like, again, I'm just rambling. Yeah, I could talk about this stuff for days. There's so much interesting stuff. Like, I love the fact that, like, technology, like, beyond just the video game side of things, there's so much cool tech that we're dealing with. As a kid growing up from the 60s and 70s, a lot of this stuff we didn't have. Like, I grew up watching Star Trek, right? So Star Trek, the original series, had, a whole bunch of tech in it that I was like, oh man, that'd be so cool to have. Like, the hands-free communicators and the tricorders and, bunch of shit that we now have access to. Like, we have cell phones and, computers at our fingertips. We don't have the medical side of things that's yet, but I know we're working towards that. And I think a lot of the reasons that our medical side of things has stagnated is fear, which is, again, pretty understandable. There's a lot of bad science out there, and I think a lot of decisions are rash that are made when it comes to some of that stuff. Not a huge... I'm not terribly fond of genetically modified crops and that kind of stuff. I get some of it I don't. Again, it's just me, but again, it's not the fact that it exists, it's the fact that it's the companies behind it that bother me. I'm not too sure we're going to survive this guy. This may be a little bit out of our pay grade. Okay. We can try. Okay, we got him knocked over again. Oh. Oh, you bastard. I'm not going to take another potion. I'm going to see if I can take him out. Oh, he just keeps on. Oof. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay. Well. Oh, God, we went over anyway. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Thanks for letting me ramble on. Again, if you're new to the channel, thank you very much for coming in and checking that out. Cube World every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. 2 videos a day, except for Saturday and Sunday where I post 1. Anyway, I will see you guys soon in our next one. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.
This is a song for all the Rivet heads. This is a